Bezat Hashem, we're back the Limud and the Midrash Limud of Halachot Shabbat. We're starting a new siman today, Reish Mem Zayin. Today is the 18th of the month of Mar Cheshvan, Tuesday, the third day of the week of Pashat Shabbat. Shabbat Chayei Sarah Bezat Hashem. Okay, so we'll go to Seif Aleph. Nechamot Rabbi Zohar, you could read.
שולח אדם איגרת ביד אינו יהודי ואפילו בערב שבת
עם השכה.
עם השכה.
השכה. So there's a big question. Can I send mail on Friday? Post office. Can I do it or not? It's actually big discussion in a prominent poskim today. If you're allowed to do it, maybe not. Maybe you're not allowed to send it on Friday. Why? Because you're specific, and so maybe it's a shayla, maybe it's a question, and you're making a goy work for you, deliver your mail. So what do we do with that? Says Shulchan Aruch, no problem. Even right before nightfall, you're allowed to give a mail to a goy to take it for you to deliver.
For a goy to do it.
Yeah.
For you to do it.
No. You're paying a goy, a post office. You paid 69 cents today for a stamp.
Whatever. Yeah.
How did it go up so
Nobody
fast?
even know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't even know.
That's why they made it forever. You just pay 69 cents already. I didn't even realize it jumped to 69 cents. Amazing. So for one person, for a little letter, that's 69 cents. You pay the goy, and even if you dropped it off in the mailbox in the post office, right, 5 minutes before Shabbat, not a problem. No. What's the condition?
והוא שקצץ לו דמים.
Okay, so first condition is that you paid up front. You paid for the delivery. Okay, that's one rule. Number one condition. Today, that's what it is. Post office, they're not going to take your package without some money. Good. Next. Second condition.
ובלבד שלא יאמר לו שערב בשבת.
You can't tell a goy, go on Shabbat, deliver my package. Okay, so here, the first condition is you bought a stamp before Shabbat, you plastered it on an envelope, and now you're dropping it off in the post office.
You can give it to him, or you just put it in the box?
No, give it to him in the hand, he says even. Biyad eno Yehudi.
You're a minute before Shkiyah.
Yes, exactly.
You can give it in his hand.
Right. He knows what to do. As long as he knows what to do, he's the mailman, that's his job. That is his job, completely. So he says, as long as you didn't tell him, please make sure it's delivered on Shabbat. Like, so what would be the problem? Comparison to UPS, right? UPS has this thing that you pay for delivery,
overnight.
Exact delivery,
Overnight.
not just overnight, anything.
If you did it Friday, you
So
know
what
that you're going
what
to
about
deliver on
Tuesday?
Saturday.
You told him Tuesday and he's going to deliver on Saturday, and you paid for that. Why would that be okay?
Because you didn't.
Yeah, you paid for 3-day delivery. You know the 3rd day delivery is on Shabbat. You're paying him to deliver by Shabbat.
Well, number one, 3 days, there's no guarantee.
I told you UPS is guaranteed, or free. What's
After
it?
3 days, it can be delivered day after or 2 days after. So you're
What
not
do you
sure.
want to say?
The regular mail, 3 days. But I know some suppliers, I used to call them on Friday. I said, I need the merchandise for Saturday. They told me no. I don't deliver on Saturday. We don't do it on Saturday because it's called Saturday delivery.
Okay, good. They pay extra for that.
I have to pay extra.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Asking for special delivery for Shabbat.
Yeah,
That would be asur. Asur because
Saturday
you're telling him to
delivery
deliver on
is
Shabbat.
That's right.
That's the problem. Shelo yomar lo sheilech Shabbat. Okay. Now, if your regular mail takes 3 days and happen to be that my mail that I send out on Monday was delivered to your house on Shabbos, it's not my problem.
It's okay. That's
Yeah,
right.
it's-
Whether he's going to deliver it or you just gave it to him a minute before Shkiyah,
Yeah.
you know he's going to, by the time he gets to the car, it's going to be already Shabbat.
That's the chidush here. It's allowed. Because he is not doing for you, right? Why he's not doing it for you?
Because that's his
He's
job.
doing it for himself.
He's doing it
getting
for
paid.
himself. That's gonna be. We'll see. But Mishmur is going to discuss all this.
Yeah.
Very good. V'yim lo
What's the
katzatz.
difference? If the delivered on Shabbat also is doing it for himself.
Let's go.
But I'm going to get to, I'm
But
getting
I'm telling you,
specific.
paid him to deliver for Shabbat. UPS tells you we're going to deliver by 10 o'clock in the morning, Shabbos morning. Right? Okay, I don't know yet. I'm just throwing things out there. Let's see. V'yim, second line, we're there. V'yim lo katzatz.
ואם לא קצץ, אי לה קביעה בדואר
Right. Meaning, what about you didn't specify the price that you're paying him? What does that mean? Ilakvia. You didn't have a stamp. You didn't put a stamp on the envelope. Right? Maybe it's talking about COD. Packages COD, cash on delivery. Right?
Okay.
So let's see if that allowed. Let's see.
אסור לשלוח אפילו
מיום ראשון. Yeah, even from Sunday, it will be delivered on Shabbat. It will be asur if because the payment will be paid on Shabbat. The process of it will be delivered on Shabbat, and therefore ve'ikviya.
והיא קביעה בית דואר במטה.
Bamata. So you put the stamp on it, right? Mishalchan.
בשולחן אפילו
Erev
בערב
Shabbat.
שבת.
Good. You're allowed to, once you have fixed the postage on the envelope, you could even send it Erev Shabbat. Look at this. Shulchan Aruch is talking about 500 years ago, they had postage. Can I find one of those stamps? You know how much they're worth? Huh? You know, collectibles? Maybe that postage today probably got a couple of $1 million.
Yeah, my father used to have the Russian
Russian postage from the
I
1500s?
don't know where they are. No.
Talking about 1500s postage,
Maybe.
Habibi.
Maybe. I don't know
Wow. I didn't even know such a thing existed.
Probably it was a
Stamp? Paste?
stamp, like
There was horses.
with wax or something, not like paper print,
Right, but
because
still there was postage.
1500 wasn't a paper print.
Why not?
1500
For
when they
sure, the printing
when
paper
they
was way
invented
before
print.
that.
Yeah, they were printing it.
Already, way before. We have 1200s printing. What are you talking about?
Printing press?
Yeah,
press printing 1400, 1300.
1200s even. I think, by the way, the whole thing is baloney, just to let you know. The whole thing is baloney. We're brainwashed like crazy. They had everything. I told you, the Gemara says Sotah, you know here.
They had the iPhone 4 already at the time.
There's the Gemara says Bifirush. The time of the Beit HaMikdash destruction, there was the destruction of the first Beit HaMikdash caused.
When was the
The
printing
Masechta
press?
Sotah says the destruction of all the cars.
1440.
Cars.
The cars,
I mean cars.
driving car.
Printing press 1440.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's all fake. Don't believe it. It's this whole thing is fake. Something's happening here. Because listen to the Gemara. Gemara says Bifirush Masechta Sotah. From the time Beit HaMikdash was destroyed, all cars were destroyed. Why? Rabbi Tiferet Israel says the cars couldn't drive because all the roads in the world were destroyed completely. The world was like an atom bomb. And the technology was lost. There was no way to drive the cars. They stopped doing the cars. Everything was back to horse and buggy.
The Gemara said
The Gemara Masechta Sotah. Daf Mem Tet Amud Aleph.
But why not? Maybe it was cars, horse and carriage.
No, it's not Rechav. Horse's carriage is not a different name. The Torah has a different name for it. Actually, the Torah talks about tanks and horses also. And the Navi says that this army had 900 tanks. They had metal tanks. They were doing destruction. Something is very fishy over here. That this whole the 1400s, the first time they created press. I wouldn't be so, what's his name, relying on all this Google schmoogle. Something is very fishy.
We have Sepharim that are handwritten, not even that long ago, a few hundred years ago. Sepharim that are still,
those
handwritten?
collectibles.
Why are they handwritten?
Because they were collectibles. Again, it's not a proof. If there was big poverty, again, the Gemara discusses that there were times when they were rich. There was times when they were poor. So all this halachot, Avdallah, and all those things, they were like, what does that mean? Yeah, there was prosperity and there was no prosperity. There was destruction. You have to know that all this is. But what I believe now it's happening, and that's what it says, that the Gemara says in the end of days, the governments will be a liar, a bunch of crooks. The whole thing will be a lie. Like right now, the theory, the sun is somewhere 192 million miles away. It's not true. The sun is right here. It's in our globe. It's in the air. So imagine if they show all that. They'll go there and start showing to people Hashem is here. We're protected from waters on top. Oh, they made up a story. No, there is space. It's all baloney. What is space? What space? What are we talking about? The Gemara says, the rain. Where is the rain coming from? Where's the whole? If let's say I'll take for a second their theory that the world is a globe, right? And the earth. Okay, we drink water. What happens to the water when you drink? That's not the same amount comes out, right? So how come we have still the same amount of water? Where's the water coming from? No, the water is steam. Or the sun boils it up, it comes down. I don't understand. So how come it's not finishing? The possibility of what they're discussing doesn't even make sense. So somebody was standing over here on Shabbat. I was so angry. Rabbi, I tell you why. Because the meteors are coming, and the meteor is an ice and brings the water into this world. I don't see so many meteors falling. There's billions of people drinking water, and they're releasing much less water. And then you have all the oceans.
We have a lot of ice. When the ice is melting,
no.
There's more water that comes out of ice.
And what they're discovering right now in Antarctica, there's more ice than before.
No, listen.
That's baloney.
Because of
That's what they're telling you. No, it's proven that it's not. They went there, they measured it, and it's actually more ice than before. It's all baloney. When I was growing up, there was so much ice all over, like Antarctica, all over the North Pole. Now North Pole doesn't have ice.
The documentary. They went and interviewed people that work over there. They live and work.
North Pole has no ice. They're saying anymore. You saw the pictures when I was growing up. North Pole was full of ice. Today there's no ice. Baloney. So what? Okay, so it's only now the phenomenon. There's no ice. So okay, let's just think about it for a second. You have a globe that's not being supplied from anything from outside. How is it replenishing itself? The theory is so crude. No, so it has to be the Gemara says. We are in a globe. We have glass protecting us. Hashem opens the glass, lets in fresh water into the clouds, and that's how He supplies water. It's actually not far-fetched. If you think about it, really, they have pictures of Hudson River, 1920s, and they have it now. Nothing. Actually, more water now than then. The water went up by 2 feet. Take a look at the pictures. They have it on Google also.
It went up by 2 feet because they're saying global warming.
Again, but why? Because the ice is melting, and yet they're saying there's more ice also. It's like how many times? How old are you? In my lifetime, 900 times they changed theories on eggs.
Eggs?
Eggs.
Eggs?
Yeah. I was born 76.
Don't
till
eat
today.
eggs. Eat eggs.
Over
Cholesterol. No
900
cholesterol.
times. So it's all. So
Based on what they're saying, I need to be dead long time ago.
Yeah. No, they
I
watch
eat
it.
3-4 eggs daily.
Rabbi Nitzchak said something out of this world. This is what he says. The next generation from us, I'm talking about our children, right? Our grandchildren will convince our children to commit suicide. And our children, or at least the grandchildren, says Rabbi Nitzchak, will be happy committing suicide. They will be so convinced that there's no point of existence. This is the brainwashing that's going on today in the world. Again, if you constantly play with science, of course, you can do whatever you want. People are going nuts. So I don't know. Here he's telling you there's a bull. There's actually a stamp that they put on a postage. Who would think about it? 500 years ago. Amazing. Let's
You
go.
have to pay. Whatever you want a service, you got to pay for it.
Right, but who would have thought like that, right? You watch movies. The guys that they say there was couriers always. From the time of Hashverosh, right? He had all these messages going out. Forever there was. And it sounds like for free. There's no pay for it. Yeah. Postage, Habibi. Pay your postage. I would like to get a stamp from the 1500s. I would love to get a hand on my
Probably I
hands.
told you it was
I got you. But why not paper? Why not stamp? I don't know. Okay.
like
but he says,
the stamp of the king, you
So
know.
what is it? מה זה אילה קביעה בדואר? מה זה קביעה?
It can come off with the rain or something.
No, it's not. He tells you קביעה. There was actually a fixing a stamp.
That's exactly what I said.
No, you're saying
He's
stamp.
saying,
No stamp,
he's saying the metal stamp.
like when you
The
do
seal.
the seal for the letters, when you do
No,
back in the
that's
days.
not what he's saying.
But you put on that like the king stamp. For example, the king
you
have
know,
a
again,
big
like
ring
The wax.
with the kingdom symbol,
Okay.
and then you put the wax, and you do this, and then you have.
He says like this. What does that mean, beit doar? What does that mean that you're putting this door fee? Ish yadua shekol ketav elav yuval. That every like you're saying, ish yadua. That's exactly what he's saying. There was the famous people the people who were doing this transporting or sending out packages, they had their stamps on a wax that had the seal of a individual that everybody knows. So now,
1840 הדפיסו את הראשון, מודפס על נייר.
okay, I got you.
So,
He's gonna attack me now. Okay, good.
no,
Okay, you know what? Yaakov, get me one of those. I'll be happy also.
this one, Queen Elizabeth I,
Yeah, I'll be happy with those.
10 million pounds.
I said get it. I didn't say make me buy it. I did.
הבול הראשון שהדפיסו באנגליה על המלכה של האימא של האימא של המלכה. The mother of the mother of the
It
queen.
says 10 million pounds. Wow.
10 million pounds stamp.
Okay, Yom Tov. Come on, you could find it. You could go under the table somewhere and find me one. Okay. He says like this. No, he's actually saying what Yom Tov is saying. It's not like a stamp we have today, like you want to stamp on the mark, leaves a mark. It would be actually hot wax. They would put a mark on it, and I guess the mailman would pay upon delivery to whom he delivers. That would be the appropriate thing. And there would be like a signet, the rings, right? It will be the same thing, the same kind of concept. So he says like the Shulchan Aruch says, if the payment is organized after delivery, that would be asur erev Shabbat to send it. Because why? Because the goy is doing it for you now. Even though yes, he wants to earn the money, but he's doing it for you.
Meaning he's doing something specific for you.
No, for you, he's going to deliver your item to get paid. But once you already stamped, you paid for it up front. He's already doing it for himself now. It's to stay in business. Because he knows if he doesn't deliver tomorrow, nobody's going to use him. Right? So that's enough kamina. יפה מאוד. אסור לשלוח אוויר, ואם קביעה הדואר הזה, בערב שבת, והוא שיהיה, where are you? Continue? והוא שיהיה,
שיהיה שהות ביום כדי שיוכל להגיע לבית הסמוך לחומה.
I brushed off Zohar here quickly and I said, no, he's going to get to his car, it's already Shabbat from my house. No. He says not like that. It has to be enough time for a goy to abandon your house. So Shulchan Aruch says he has to get enough time Friday night to his house. And once it is in his house, the mail, then there's not a problem.
That the goy needs to go back to his house.
It should be enough time, Erev Shabbat, that you made
5
him.
minutes is no good.
Right. It has to be enough time, unless it's 5 minutes. Unless it's next door. Once he puts it in his possessions, he could take it out whenever he wants.
Today we don't do it. Just put it in the mailbox and that's it.
Right.
I mean, at least here.
Yeah, okay, let's go. So, Haga, ויש מתירין, listen to this.
ויש מתירין
אפילו קצץ,
ואפילו קביעה בדואר במטה.
So some say, Rama says, look at this leniency. Some say, even if you did not pay, even if you did not fix anything, you're sending him to the what's his name, to his point of delivery. When did you send it? אם משלחו ביום חמישי, Thursday, או קודם לכן, or any time before that. Right? You didn't tell them when to deliver, you didn't even pay him. You tell him COD, he gets paid when he delivers. So he could, as long as he leaves Thursday or earlier, it's allowed. ויש לסמוך
עליהו
אם צריכים לכך. So if you need that, the rabbi says you're allowed to rely on such idea. Meaning again, so simple. Shulchan Aruch tells us the scenario where that a requirement you have to pay him. You have to pay him, and not the other way around that he gets paid COD. Right? If it's gonna, that would be never allowed. According to Shulchan Aruch, so he says clearly here that even if you send him on Sunday, that would be a problem. As long as he is, if it's possible that he delivers before Shabbat, it's not a problem. According to Shulchan Aruch, Berurah, sounds like he's going to be delivering or on Shabbat or after. Because remember, from Sunday, if it takes 20 days to get to you, right, and you didn't pay him, we're talking about specifically when you didn't pay him, sounds like he's working on Shabbat for you because he's still delivering to you.
Because you didn't pay him.
Right.
Also, if you didn't pay,
that's what we're talking about.
He's working to get paid.
Yes.
To get paid.
And again, if it takes 20 days to get, okay, let's see Mishnah Berurah. Let's not get ahead of us. And there's other.
What happened if the mail came to me and I don't want the mail? I don't pay. The mail came.
Okay, good question. I don't think in olden days you would have that option, by the way. I don't know you would have a option.
Meaning you had to pay?
I think so, because otherwise tomorrow he ain't coming to you. If he knows that you're not paying, you lost out forever. They're not, it's a strict business. In olden days, people were also straight, not like us today. We come up with this kind of questions, come up with this kind
let's
of
say
ideas.
the guy doesn't want to get served with some kind of papers. I'm not paying.
It's not talking American,
I'm just
New
saying.
America. New America. If you're not served, you
Well,
patur.
actually, you could get served without signing.
Yeah.
As long as they mark it down.
Yeah,
Generally,
you have to sign.
Okay, let's see. Aleph. סעיף קטן א', איגרת הוא הדין בכל מלאכות כשנותן לו ואין כשהות לגומרן קודם השבת. No. Says Mishnah Berurah, we're not talking about only mail. We're talking about any job that you give to a goy that he doesn't have enough time to finish before Shabbat, it's asur. כבעינן דווקא שיקצוב לו דמים בער מלאכתו, and the requirement here to be patur, you must give him a set amount for the entire job, not for hourly, not for daily. Of course, the goy is specifically working only for himself and not for you from that moment. Once you give him the payment, you set aside the payment, you tell this is your job, you go get paid either by completion or even here beforehand. And here it will be that he is not working for the Jew. As we already it's going to be actually more elaborated in Siman chapter 252. Ela nakat igeret. So why did Shulchan Aruch say specifically a letter? Leashmu'inan de'i lo katzatz v'lo kavia bei doar b'mata asur kilemasik. No. Over here specifically letter, because Shulchan Aruch wants to teach you halacha about letters. Well, the problem is over there, let's say I hired a boy and I'm going to pay him to complete a job after Shabbat or upon completion, and he uses his time for Shabbat. It's my fault? No, he could have done it other ways. So over there, said Shulchan Aruch, it's mutar because it's a contract, and it's a common practice in the neighborhood. But here, a letter, he says totally different. The letter is getting specifically paid upon delivery. So that would be asur, says Mishnah.
what would happen? Imagine if they're delivering mail to a Jew.
On Shabbat, yeah.
Can't pay him.
Right? There will be a problem. Yeah. So obviously the mailman knows, and he will not go to a Jew. He will deliver after Shabbat or whatever. Okay. So specifically here, the Mishnah Berurah says it's a general rule about contracts. This is a contract, the same kind of concept of a contract.
That's probably why they changed the law. That you have to pay before.
Maybe.
If you come to a Jew, he's not going to pay you.
He'll give you IOU, and then you'll have to.
I can't.
Yeah. Okay. והטעם כמו שכתבנו לקמז, we already explained many times over. אבל שאר כלים וחפצים או מעות אם שולח ביד אינו יהודי בערב שבת. So even if you send a goy with anything, any other elements, any different dishes or something, right? You send with a goy before Shabbat. הדין כמו בכל מלאכות, הוא לוקח אפילו אם לא קצץ, אם יש שהות ביום להגיע למקום שמי שנשתלח לו מותר. Okay, so he says like this. It's the letters of mail has a different laws, right? As we just discussed. But everything else, as long as the goy could have delivered or before or after Shabbat, we have no problem. But there's a problem with letter. So again, with all the other elements that the goy could work with, let's say he's bringing you a delivery of packages or something, right? Or a kli, you gave him equipment, and you want to return it to a Jew. You landed equipment or whatever, you want to use the goy messenger to that. There, if there is enough time for a goy to deliver it whenever he wants, that will be more acceptable. But what's the problem with the mail?
Yeah, why specifically mail?
The mail, I guess he's telling you a mail here is let's see a little bit more. Let's elaborate more. Im hashecha, okay. Number 2, bet. Im hashecha, you're giving it to him even. The halacha says you're allowed to give it to him even right before nightfall. What does that mean? Hainu be'od she'Hashem zorachat. It's specifically it's talking about while the sun is still up. וגם צריך שיצא העין היהודי מפתח ביתו של ישראל Kodem Shabbat. And specifically here, the rule is not like what we just said. So Zohar, as long as the goy comes out of your property before Shabbat, it's fine. Okay, that's Rambam. Okay, sounds like a stira to what we said later. So again, Mishnah Berurah he's telling you little by little.
So Shulchan Aruch said he has to have enough time to get to his
Get out of your house.
To get to
No,
his
Shulchan Aruch said to get to his house. Rambam is saying that he has to leave your property.
No. No, till now, he's telling you when you give him a fixed stamp, when you paid for it already, he has to leave your house. When he has to leave your house specifically.
If you paid
in advance, right? There's a stamp and a zeh. You paid in advance already, and you made a contract. Here's the go deliver it. Bye bye. Okay. Here, so till now we go. There's a step by step over here. Now Gimel ubilvad. So the condition, first condition, what? Shekatzat lo damim, right? You made it. The first thing is you told him you already paid him, and you're not allowed to tell him to deliver on Shabbat. Now, continue. So Shulchan Aruch said, you're allowed to do that as long as he said these words. So Mishnah Berurah asks, what if he delivers on Shabbat? Like you said. The goy says, I'll deliver on Shabbat. Why not? It's easier for me. Why? Because the sooner I get it off my back, it's better. Late Lanba, we have no
I want to
problem.
work on Sunday.
That's right. I have no problem with that. Why? כיוון שהישראל לא אמר לו זה, the Jew didn't tell him to do this, והנה יהודי הדת דנפשי, the goy went ahead and he delivered on Shabbat. כאב בשביל שכירותי, he already got paid and he wants to get rid of the burden, so he does it on Shabbat. That's it. It's his problem. That is one. That's mutar. Okay, so long as I didn't tell him
to work on
Shabbat, to deliver on Shabbat.
Sorry.
Dalet, that's okay. Yeah. You want to call it in?
Sorry, I got it.
No problem.
9:35.
What?
It's 9:35.
You should come next time earlier a little bit. Just kidding. I'm so happy you came, Baruch Hashem. I'm already complaining. You see how bad I
So
am?
he's the one who's always on the phone.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Okay. Now, pick up the phone. You can go. Dalet. Okay. We're gonna finish 3 more minutes. So Dalet, sheyelech b'Shabbat. So as long as you didn't tell him to go deliver on Shabbat, why is that okay? ויועדין שלא יאמר לו ראה שתהיה שם ביום ראשון או ביום שני וכיוצא בזה. More specifically, Mishnah Berurah says you cannot tell him to be there on Sunday or Monday, because again, what are we talking about? וידוע שאי אפשר לו להיות שם אלא אם כן ילך בשבת, and he cannot arrive there on Monday without traveling on Shabbat. So what happens is that you have a problem. Sounds like that you're telling him to work on Shabbat. Says Ish Mazliach number 2 here.
Oh, because at the time to get there Monday, you have to go through
on Shabbat. Shabbat, right?
So
yeah.
You're not allowed to tell him go and bring it on Monday.
Right. You cannot tell him you paid him. You give him the package. Bye bye.
That's it.
But if you tell him you must deliver by X, Y, and Z, and that X, Y, Z only could be achieved with him working on Shabbat, that will be asur. But if not, if it's mutar.
Yeah.
You ask him, how long does it take to travel to China? He tells you 5 days. Okay, this is Erev Shabbat. Let's say this is even Thursday. Even on Sunday, how long does it take to travel to China? 8 days. You have a problem. If you're going to tell him to go deliver by a certain date.
Yeah.
That won't be a problem. There's number 2, וכן פסק אגף החיים, ואין לאל סימן רש מ"ה, so that's the הלכה, ונראה שאם אי אפשר להגיע שם רק בנסיעת בשבת, שהיא מלאכת מבעיר דאורייתא, because here, are you ready for this? Oh no, it's Mazliach. He's Mazliach saying, what about he's driving a car? So obviously he's lighting a fire on Shabbat. Yeah. So that's going to be asur. Asur gam ledat maran, so the Shulchan Aruch also will asur it. Because Shulchan Aruch says even from Sunday, if you are telling him to deliver on a certain day, and the only way he could deliver by working on Shabbat for you, that is asur legamre. Wow. That's much practical law still today. That's all day and day. We're in shipping and all these things. Now, it's like you're telling him to go on Shabbat. What about today we have priority mail? Why are you shipping priority? But priority is not so guaranteed.
No, what happens if You call a supplier, they ship it on Thursday and you get it on Monday. And you say, listen, I need it by Monday.
Good. So the question is it public knowledge that if he doesn't do it on Shabbat, you ain't getting it on Monday?
I am not going to get on Monday because it takes that certain 3 days of traveling.
Again, but I think
UPS takes 3 days to ship from Florida to New
I
York.
would argue not against that. I'll tell you simply.
Don't forget
Simply put.
that the Goyim don't working Sunday.
That's right.
That's
So-
not true. No?
No, hold on. No, not shipping.
That's
Shipping,
not
they
true.
all
Shipping
they work
are
24/7.
24 hours.
That's right. 24/7.
UPS, FedEx,
365. They work
24
full
hours.
time because that's money.
That's exactly.
That's their money. Their money is delivery on time, and if they
Exactly.
slack off, they get no business.
Exactly.
Okay. I'll tell you why it's mutar.
Okay.
I'll tell you a scenario.
Mutar.
Mutar. Today, even USPS, even what's the name? Except for overnight, we have a problem. Overnight,
That's
don't
what
know
I
how to-
said before. If
Overnight-
you Friday you do overnight, you know then it's other. At the moment that you pay overnight, it's like you ask him to deliver.
Let me ask you.
Saturday.
Let's take a Yom Tov. Let me throw fire and wood some into fire. Right now, to go to let's say California from New York, how many hours?
To what? To drive?
To fly?
To fly?
About 5.5.
6 hours. Shabbat is at 5 p.m. Lechoira, I'm allowed to even send a package to be delivered immediately on Friday, 10 o'clock in the morning. Technically
It's
speaking,
a question now.
no.
Am I allowed or not allowed?
I'm mashma yes. Because
If the UPS can
I wanna
provide the
overnight.
service, because don't forget when you're flying, it's 3 hours.
no, you're not listening. You didn't hear me. You didn't hear what I'm saying.
No.
I'm saying like this. Since you could fly out, technically speaking, right now, you could fly out from New York to Los Angeles, 6
Yes,
hours?
yes.
Yeah.
So basically, you could deliver all over the country within 6 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This that you decided to deliver a day after, it's not my fault. You decided to deliver 3 days later, even at Shabbat traveling, it's not my fault. Technically speaking, I have that option that you could have flew right now, take the package, fly to Los Angeles, deliver. Yes, you're right. The convenience is that they have this routes, right? It takes 3-4 days, whatever it is.
It's not
But
practice,
technically
we
speaking,
know that.
huh?
It's not practice, we know.
Even if you're not practiced, that's what Shulchan Aruch is saying. But if there is an ability, you know what means disability? Because everybody could say, listen, you come to a mechanic, it's a 3-hour job, and you give it to him 4 hours before Shabbat.
Exactly.
No, you give it to him 4 hours before Shabbat. We say it's allowed. Why? Mechanic doesn't have any other jobs? He's not even going to touch your car till tomorrow morning. Still allowed. Why? Because the halacha says, as long as we're giving it to him 3 hours before,
And 4 hours is before Shabbat.
it's fine. Because he could finish the job on Shabbat, before
And what
Shabbat.
happens if it takes him longer?
Again, he told you 3 hours. That's not your business.
That's not,
You paid him for the job. You paid him for contract.
it's a contract.
That's right. But over here, even though that's why the halacha allows it, because technically speaking, the working time is that traveling from New York to Los Angeles 6 hours. So the fact that the post office takes whatever they take, that's their problem. Even China today, 24 hours. Lechoira today, most of this will not have a problem. I'm just saying, throwing in some wood into the fire, make it more exciting over here. Because in reality, I could deliver something to China in 24 hours.
24 hours.
You could put it on your backpack and go on an airplane.
Pay the flight
Technically,
ticket and
whatever, it doesn't matter the
The
cost now.
possibility is there.
There is
No,
possibility.
the truth is that that's what they're doing with Get sometimes. Take it and go to the airport if they need to,
If what? With what?
with Get.
I forget.
Gitin. If you need
What's
to
the difference?
deliver.
What? Yeah, there's not a difference. Anything, you could deliver instantly. Today we have this ability to deliver. So lechoira, mistama, I would probably go that the Shulchan Aruch, as long as what? It's not COD.
Yeah, right.
And today we don't have COD. It used to be, I remember UPS
It was
COD.
always COD. So let me ask you something. I hire a company. They tell on Tuesday. They tell me it's going to take them 5 days to work on the project that I do in my house, let's say.
Again, that's their discretion.
It's still
If they dropped everything and you're the sole customer,
No, he goes to me, you know what? I guarantee you I'll finish it by Sunday.
right?
And he's working on
Good, but if you're a sole customer and he drops everything in the world and he just works for you, he could finish in 1 day.
But if he doesn't,
No, but okay, that's not your problem.
that's not my problem.
Because technically speaking, I think that's what it says. If yes shehut, the Shulchan Aruch is saying as long as there's time. So if there's time, there's time. Today, especially, much easier.
Yeah.
Today we cannot say, oh, wait a minute, who says you're going to get on the plane to China and it's going to cost you $5 million to go deliver something? It doesn't matter all this. This is all secondary. Yeah. The question is, if there was ability, let's say China says to you right now, it's 1 penny to fly to China. Possible? They could do it. It's their option. They charge you $5,000 instead of a penny, but still there is an ability. And that's what Shulchan Aruch is. All halacha is about ability. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not going to paskin halacha. When you ask me a question, we have to deliberate everyone. So I'm just saying, as I said, I was throwing food into the fire where to actually have this, the miyushav dato, to have it more easier for us to understand. Where's Zohar? Zohar, are you there? Okay. If he's there. Let's see. Right?
I'm here. I just
Yeah, I got you. The Shema lo yimtzaenu. Do you understand the concept with the planes? The concept of today, you could actually have everything delivered instantly, before Shabbat, if there is enough time. I would apply the same logic that we apply for a mechanic for anything else as well. It's kind of Maseh Israel. V'yomru b'Shabbat atan lo leholich. Oh, l'ka achmiru kulei haid v'chashu lazeh b'inyan. Oh, so he says like this. Lo kriye bedor. Oh, what happens if you did not?
Not what?
Did not set a price before. You did not COD. So what's the problem with COD?
COD.
Well, again, if you pay me up front, it's okay. You pay me after, it's not okay. Why? Why is that a problem? It's the same thing if you think about it. COD, he wants to finish it on Shabbat, not on Sunday. So we said there it's asur, but there it's mutar.
אתה צריך לגעת בכסף בשבת.
לא, זה לא לבעיה. חביבי, it's all accounts. Today we have Baruch Hashem accounts. That's not a problem.
You can send me a bill.
Yes, send the bill. That's not a problem. So why is
No,
it?
COD, it's not send me the bill.
No, but that's what I mean. COD means you could pay later. That's not what it means. That's what meaning over there you paid up front. It's mutar to have a guy work on Shabbat. As long as you didn't tell him to work on Shabbat. But if you didn't pay him up front, it's asur. Why? So let's see. You're in a good place.
Because
and we're going to finish with this. So, let me see, Alan, what's your suggestion? I'd like to hear it.
I'm not getting it. I'm not getting
אם אתה משלם לו אחרי שבת בתמורה לאיזה שהוא דליברי אפילו ביום ראשון, כאילו אמרת לו לעבוד
You speak English, Habibi. There's a video.
It's okay.
Say English.
If you pay him after Shabbat,
Right.
ביום ראשון,
Okay.
you ask him to deliver Sunday.
Right.
It's like Sunday, you pay him when you already know that he works Shabbat for you.
But again, but over
he
here
works
you're
Shabbat
gonna
too.
no. But before you pay him, you know that he's gonna work on
He's
Shabbat.
gonna work on Shabbat.
Good try, Yom Tov. Let's see. Let's see inside. Let's see. A few more lines we're gonna finish for today, and then the board will discuss later on. Lo kviye beidor. What happens if you did not pay him up front? What is the problem? היינו שאינו קבוע תמיד הבדואר באותה העיר שנשתלח שם אלא הולך לפעמים למקום אחר. אסור. Right? So what's happening here? That because you did not establish a payment and you did not affix the payment, there is going to be a problem with the goy, I guess, doing other tasks, and this that he delivers to you on Shabbat will be asur. Why? The Shema lo yimatzenu hayin Yehudi v'tzarech lelech acharav b'Shabbat. Over here, it says the goy will not find the Jew, right, to deliver the item. No. The item was delivered on Shabbat. Here, there's always a problem.
No problem.
Nobody paid him.
Okay.
So the goy is in his mind looking for you on Shabbat. He's looking to get paid.
Yeah, but he would have told him in advance. Listen.
1 second.
pay him
Ulekach.
on Sunday.
No, 1 second. So let's see what's the problem with that. He's looking for you on Shabbat. ולכך החמירו כולי היי וחששו לזה בענייננו וכיוון שכתב ידו של ישראל נושא. What happens is not that he's going to look for you to pay, he's not going to be able to find the person who is delivering to, and now he's going to be knocking on every door, the goy, because remember he wants to get paid, right? So we're afraid that he's going to look for a Jew whose seal is on the stamp, whose seal on this envelope. He wants to get paid, so he's going to say, "I need the Jew to deliver this to get paid." And what's the problem with that? היינו יהודי ויצטרך ללך אחריו שבת, וכך ישמירו כל זה,
דכיוון שכתב ידו לישראל, ניכר מעשה ישראל, יאמרו בשבת נתן לו להוליך. We are afraid of speculation.
Exactly. He's going to knock on everybody's door.
No, we're afraid that the goy was sent today by this Jew to deliver the item.
On this day.
Today on Shabbat. That's going to be the problem.
הם לא יודעים ששלחת דקה לפני שבת.
Right, they don't know when you send it. Now he is arousing suspicion. Because of arousing suspicion, the delivery was sent out on Shabbat morning, and now he's trying to. Now, what's the difference again? But what happens if he paid him yesterday and he's looking for a Jew? What's the problem with that? Let's see in a second. He says here, number 3 in Mazliach. So he's asking our question. Wait a minute, but you already paid him. What happens there? Oh, there's a difference. When a goy, I guess he behaves differently when he needs to get paid, or he was already paid. When he needs to get paid, he's like not relaxed.
For sure. Anyway.
So it sounds like what? Sounds like you made him to do work on Shabbat. But if he's more relaxed, says it's not a problem. Because now you know that nobody's going to speculate. But where he paid him up front, and the goy wants to have his image, but even though he's working for his image, it's a less of a problem of him working for the money that he needs. Wow. Over there, because he completely just wants to get rid of the burden, but over here he needs to get paid, so it's not, this burden is of a more toil on him. Wow. He says, this is what it seems to me. Because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Because if I paid him before Shabbat, he's still looking for the guy who the letter belongs to. So why is that allowed? Where if he didn't pay him, so he says that Ish Mazliach reveals to us the foundation of a human being. When you're paid and you're trying to deliver something, you're more ragua, you're more relaxed, so people will not start, making any noise over here. But if a goy needs to get paid, there he will make more noise and more, it will be revealed more, and so people will start speculating that there is,
he's not going to get paid.
that you did know, that it was done on Shabbat. That's the problem here. Because of his suspicion, not of his behavior, people will suspect you hired him on Shabbat, and that's why you didn't pay him, because you did it on Shabbat. You hear what's going on here? Because you are assured to pay him. Because don't forget, he could be delivering to a goy also. He could be delivering for a goy. Because the question is, whose stamp is on that mail? Obviously, the one who sent it. You hear what's going on? So that is amazing. Baruch Hashem. Wow. Without this, where are we going to be today? Where are we going to be today without Mishnah Berurah? And Ish Mazliach, look at this beautiful Ish Mazliach. Without Ish Mazliach, we wouldn't understand anything here. That's the aim. We would be living with questions. Bezat Hashem, those who need to work, need to go to work, make parnasa b'shefa b'nachat b'simcha without any problem, without any tzarot, and with good life.